Zimbabweans receive crucial assistance from Japan. Droughts and economic conditions in the African nation prompted the Land of the Rising Sun to provide $14.8 million in additional funding to the World Food Program, or WFP. This enabled the United Nations Humanitarian Organization to procure 25,600 metric tons of maize for distribution to vulnerable populations across Zimbabwe through the government's food assistance program. It is estimated that this will support the basic nutritional needs of more than 500,000 households for 6 months. Japan, a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion, Animal Protection, and Generosity laureate, is a long-standing partner of WFP's work in Zimbabwe to build the resilience of disadvantaged communities. We gratefully applaud your benevolence, Japan, and the diligence of the World Food Program. In heaven's upliftment, may Earth soon become a peaceful and prosperous paradise as humanity rediscovers its compassion.
UNICEF receives funding from European Union to help children in Afghanistan. The EU gives €2.7 million to the United Nations Children's Fund in support of community-based education, or CBE, and emergency intervention for acute malnutrition. With schools closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, CBE is a proven alternative that keeps students engaged with learning. UNICEF will create 100 new CBE centers and support 173 existing ones with upgraded water, sanitation, and hygiene facilities. Also, the UN agency will dispatch mobile healthcare workers to treat more than 20,000 children under 5 who are extremely malnourished. The European Union is a Shining World Leadership Award for Peace recipient and a Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Unconditional World Care, and True Caring laureate. Our heartfelt appreciation, European Union and UNICEF. May the innocent children of Afghanistan receive abundant blessings of health and happiness in Allah's compassionate care.
Queensland, Australia teams up with private company to produce renewable electricity. Eureka Energy, which is owned by the state government, a Shining World Leadership Award for Compassion laureate, has entered into a long-term partnership with QIC Global Real Estate. Their initial project will be to install rooftop solar panels on 5 large shopping centers across the country's northeast. With a projected total capacity of 15 megawatts, the sustainable systems will decrease the property's use of grid electricity by up to about 30% and help them get closer to net zero emissions. One of the complexes, Domain Central, is even expected to be completely self-reliant for its power needs within 3 years. Wonderful news, Eureka Energy and QIC Global Real Estate. May your forward-thinking collaboration flourish and lead to greater innovations for a glorious future in God's mercy.
Scientists caution that industrial livestock production increases the likelihood of epidemics. An international team of researchers led by professors at the universities of Bath and Sheffield in the United Kingdom looked into the development of Campylobacter jejuni, a bacterium carried by chickens and cattle that causes food poisoning in people. The authors of the study found that huge animal populations, low genetic diversity, and the excessive use of antibiotics at factory farms have contributed to the ability of pathogens to infect multiple species and ultimately create a major public health problem for humans. We are sincerely grateful, university professors and researchers, for your timely warning. May your report gain widespread attention and serve as a wake-up call for planetary citizens everywhere to renounce using animals for food in heaven's elevating grace.
Doc and nurse in Wuhan, China, comfort each other amid outbreak. Zhang Dan was recruited from Changchun at the end of January 2020 to care for patients at the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic. While she was out walking, Ms. Zhang came across a small homeless canine who she began feeding. She named the pooch Dodo and even made a vest from her scrub suit to protect her new friend from the winter cold. When Ms. Zhang's assignment was almost over, she tried unsuccessfully to find a home for the little one. The nurse returned to Changchun in April but missed her Wuhan pal. So, in spite of already having 4 dogs, Ms. Zhang adopted Dodo and arranged for her transport. We are touched and delighted, Zhang Dan, by your kindness and concern for others. May you and your family be blessed with long and happy lives in the embrace of the Providence.
Domestic startup introduces plant-based burger to major supermarkets. Let's Plant Meat, based in Chiang Mai, Thailand, has a vision of helping people transition to a vegan lifestyle that is better for their health and the planet. The company began by creating its own animal pre-patty from soy, rice, coconut, and beetroot, plus herbs and spices. Consumers have given the veggie burger rave reviews on social media, praising not only its taste but also its price. The company is strategically selling its creation for half of what comparable imports cost. Now that they are in 80 retail stores around the country, the firm plans to expand its product range and begin exporting by the end of 2020. Well done, Let's Plant Meat, on launching a delicious and affordable vegan patty. May your company thrive and join the vanguard of enlightened eating that will ensure us a radiant future in Buddha's glory.
Warm-hearted caregiver specializes in helping wildlife survive. Beth Vaughn of Hazard, Kentucky, United States, has had a soft spot for animals since she was a child. In 2005, she started the Barnyard Boutique, a pet salon where she uses organic essential oils to enhance the grooming experience for anything with 4 legs and fur or 2 legs and feathers. More recently, she founded a nonprofit called Mountain View Wildlife Rehabilitation that focuses on rescuing mammals such as deer, rabbits, opossums, and squirrels. Hers is the only licensed facility of its kind in the southeastern corner of the state, covering 9 counties. She does this work as a labor of love so that the animals can return to their natural habitats. Our compliments and gratitude, Beth Vaughn, for your selfless service. May your blessings be immense and endless in the light of the divine.
Supreme Master Ching Hai thankfully present Mountain View Wildlife Rehabilitation the Shining World Compassion Award, plus a $10,000 loving contribution for your noble work, with lots of love, praises, and gratitude. May you, your team, and the precious ones you care for be always blessed in heaven's light and protection.